Bam.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do
My,
it.
my camera's aimed too low. I can't get down low enough to do the peekaboo thing here.
Do it.
Welcome back, guys, to your Kentucky X-Files.
Happy birthday to Tyler.
Happy
Oh,
birthday,
geez.
buddy.
Tyler's birthday episode.
Oh,
birthday
it was,
bash.
It was yesterday.
It's a birthday Bigfoot bash.
Yesterday.
Yeah, but we did birthday
It was
jams
well,
yesterday.
well,
All right. Well,
well.
I'm
You
gonna
guys are going to get
cancel
this
the
Monday.
fireman strippers, I guess.
Damn it! No. Late birthday present.
So I guess it is your birthday today again.
Birthday weekend.
Can I wear
Birthday
that?
weekend.
Can I wear the? Is it considered a hat or a helmet? The
It's a helmet.
Little, yeah, helmet.
That's a helmet. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing like I like
Yeah,
you're going to hear that
It's weird that that's a helmet because it's hard, but then there's a hard hat.
hard. Yeah, hard hat.
It's a helmet, but it's a hat.
But if you would think
Right.
about it, I would assume that would be a hard hat because it does have like a brim. It's like a hat.
Yeah. Like,
See, these are the type of mysteries our listeners want to hear. Like,
we're out
why?
here asking the important stuff.
Yeah. Super
They're really
important.
turning this show off right now. They're like, if this is how it's starting, no,
Yeah,
I'm
this
not
is-
getting into this.
I wonder how many of them are like so used to our bullshit that they're like they know within the first few seconds of the show. They're like, yeah, I know when they're in this kind of mood. Just go ahead and skip this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's fine. We just ask that if you skip it, at least wait a whole minute before you do,
Yeah.
and then skip
Like
it.
a
And if you have
whole
the
minute.
ability, give it a thumbs up
Yeah,
or a
that'll
thumbs
teach.
down.
That'll teach us.
Either way.
Yeah. I know we're joking around everything. Before we get into whatever it is we're going to talk about today, I have no idea. But sad news just over the last couple days. Scott Carpenter has passed away, and this is devastating. As I realize there's a lot of researchers out there that are interested in cryptids and Bigfoot and all that stuff, and Scott was a really unique take on all that stuff. A while back, a couple of seasons ago, I think maybe we took a look at some of the weird videos, portals and things like that were happening in his videos, and I don't know what to think of that stuff. But I don't know if Scott. I don't know how close Scott was to getting his answers, but I'd like to believe that he's got his answers now. So rest in peace, Scott. I'm sad that we never got a chance to bullshit with you on the show here. That would have been great. Just a fantastic human being. As I was saying before, it's like I had him on Facebook, exchanged a few messages back and forth. You know what I mean? Just super, super good guy. Made time for anybody. He's a great dude. Really sad to hear that. It was so sudden, But I guess it always is, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. I know there's a giant outpouring all over Facebook, and a lot of people are paying tribute to the man. And yeah, it's wild because his views on the Sasquatch were so much different than the majority. He leaned a little bit more towards biblical explanation. He thought that they were some kind of I guess more of a spiritual being than anything, and he leaned that way, and he felt very strongly about it. And I know there was a lot of people that would roll their eyes when he would say what he thought, but he stuck to his guns, man, the whole time.
Mhm.
And to this day, Scott Carpenter had the only possible footage of a dog man. And he was the sole guy. All the rest of y'all out there with your bush pictures, Scott had the patty of dog men.
Yeah, the
You can
Remo
watch
Koi.
that video. In the video, he's walking, and in the background, it looks like something ducks out of the shot. And it's when you watch it, it is hard as hell to try to play it off like it's a bear or something. You know what I mean? It does look like a wolf. It's
Mhm.
just it looks like the biggest goddamn wolf you've ever seen, and it's right there next to him. So it's
It's like the that one. I don't know if this is the same. Well, I can't. I don't think this is the same video, but it's the one video that he did like years back, like years prior,
yeah,
and he was just walking. Same thing. He had the camera like kind of pointed behind him and stuff. Or I think he. I don't know. You might have had a 360 cam, but I don't know. But you saw the whole portal thing. Like something was like you could see it, like, and you could see something kind of faint going
yeah,
in and out of it. So it's like it's odd. And like if you guys want to go back, Denny and his wife actually kind of go over it, and she's a professional
yeah,
photographer. And she even said that like there's something that was manipulating the light around that because nothing really will do that unless something was acting upon it, like something was physically affecting it. So I that's actually really like weird to me because I can't get around the whole portals thing. But hey, if somebody's giving notes on that, like how it's possible, like what or not how it's possible, but okay, there's something wrong here. Let's go off of that first
yeah.
before we say portals. But
I mean,
like,
do, I mean, I'm just being like kind of I'm trying to be like even keel on this, but
yeah,
in the whole topic, all the stuff like the Bigfoot stuff, Dogman stuff, portals is the only thing that actually happens in physics. I mean,
okay.
there's
Let
more
me
evidence of portals than any of the other shit. Is what I'm saying. So it's like that's why I was like, well, I don't
really
know, you know. Oh
like
yeah, yeah. Quantum
I
portals is that's a
I
real
think
thing, you
yeah,
know.
I think we talked about this. I can't like
They're
man, it's
very,
probably
very, very small.
They are.
Yeah, they're
okay.
on the atomic level, aren't they?
They are. They're very, very small.
Yeah.
So it's not like something like us could produce, like, if anything, if we could produce one, like that
Yeah.
that would be like dang, like what would be uh Event Horizon where they try to go through a portal to get to another area
Yeah. I'm
in
just saying
time.
that I mean, if I'm just being fair on the basis of like presentable evidence, it's
Yeah.
we have, you know, multiple different creatures and things like that that don't have any basis in nature, but then we have you know the idea of portals and you know and all this and portals, you know what I mean? That's actually something that does have a basis in nature and it does occur. That's why I lean towards giving it like, well, I don't know,
Oh yeah.
but you know,
Yeah. I uh I just don't know. Like, okay, we've all talked about this, and I feel like most of the people that have talked about Bigfoot, let's just go off of Bigfoot because they say that the Bigfoot can make portals or something of that nature.
yeah,
So I would lean more if they're saying, okay, he said it's more of a spiritual. You said Scott Carpenter said it was more of a spiritual being. So
yeah,
I can get around that it could produce portals because it's technically not of this world. It's not actually a part of this world because I feel like everything that we live around, humans, animals, insects, whatever, grass, like whatever, like it all abides by the same rules that we do. So I don't think like because there's nothing out there that will physically do anything abnormal like an animal or anything else unless
right,
it's something spiritual or whatever you may call it. So I could be on that side, but like I said, I'm having a hard time grasping a lot of it because I've never seen it with my own eyes.
right,
And I feel like a lot of people out there have to see it with their own eyes to believe it because like even facts, sometimes you never know if you're getting the right facts because there's so much stuff out there, so many
Sometimes.
theories.
Sometimes I think that's the biggest understatement you've ever made. It feels like it's harder to figure out like if there's anything true. You
Yeah,
know, in our information age, we're just fucking, you know, just pounded with garbage constantly.
Yeah.
I feel like we're pounded with garbage, like people just throwing just random shit out there, either A, to make a joke, or B, it's just not a very good, I guess, hy hypothesis, if you
Yeah.
will.
Even the news,
Yeah,
that's the
like,
thing is like, and I'm not playing this whole like, fake news BS. I'm not even
Yeah.
playing that. I mean, like, if you're part of an event that is being reported by the news, that's when you realize how little they actually know. What the hell just happened? Did I go away for a second, guys?
No, you're there.
No, see ya.
That was weird. My camera and TV and everything just went black for a second.
Oh.
That's got me concerned.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back, but it was really weird. So what I mean by that is like I've been in an area and sort of a part of a situation, a tragic situation that was reported on the news. And I think the only things they got right about the event when they reported it was the location and the time and a couple of names. Other than that, everything else was just whatever made up,
Yeah.
and that event, when that happened, that's when I realized it's like, wow, like I only know this isn't true because I was there, you know
Yeah.
so how much other stuff have I been told that I believe to be true that isn't? And that's what I mean by like we're just pummeled with garbage, because I said it on the episode that got our hiney spanked by YouTube, is that they don't care about being right, they care about being first.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they make it obvious. All the news channels, they make it plainly obvious. You heard it here first. Your
Yeah.
first edition. All of it. There, that's all they
This
care
is
about.
exclusive to
Exactly.
us.
Yeah, this is. It's. And if the news is doing this, imagine what other people are doing just for clicks.
Right. Yeah. This whole time I am trying to pull up this video from Scott Carpenter. That's why if
You
it
talking about
seems
the
like I'm spaced out. Yeah.
The Doge Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An interesting controversy that happened with this, which I'd love to throw out there because fuck them, is Scott Carpenter went on to it was a show. It was like one of the Discovery or whatever, one of those bullshit shows, and showed them his video, and they edited it. They changed it.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah. And then that was like the very next day on his YouTube, he fucking showed it. Like, here's what it is. They changed it. They did this. They're not interested in what I'm seeing out here. And all. I mean, it was wild. So this was a guy that was like more concerned with preserving what he's found than editing it for more clicks. Also, you'd be hard pressed to find Scott Carpenter at any time out there trying to promote his channel. He didn't even promote his channel. He'd go and talk to people. He'd go to shows and say, yeah, here's the stuff I'm seeing. I don't know. But he didn't get out there like, oh, here, go subscribe, hit subscribe and like. He didn't, none of that. Wasn't interested. He just wanted to preserve what he found, what he saw. So I feel like it lends to what you're saying. They change shit to fit the popularity, to be the first,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this, guys. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good, man.
But I know the people out there, they're gonna want to see this.
But I always thought his process was a little bit it was. It's right. I always thought it was like how he casually walks through the woods, films his stuff.
He films
and then
behind him with
he
cameras.
films behind him. So what I always thought was dude, this is what we need, because most of the time they I feel like this is what you would get. Something that's wanting to know, like if it feel like looks at your body language, and like if you're like actively like most animals could see kind of like your demeanor and stuff, like, and they'll stay away, or they won't even like try to engage you or move because they know you're actively looking. But if you're casually walking, I always thought this would be cool. Like, like the 360 cams that you can get nowadays, like the GoPros and stuff.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Put that one on, have a buddy with you, and just walk. Just talk. Just walk and talk. Just don't even actively look. And I always thought I was like this. I said I was like just walking through the woods, like eating partially of an apple, and then just throw it behind me and let it go and see if anything happens as we're walking away.
Right.
Because I feel like that's what like that's the key to get like to finally get some kind of like visual. Because if you're not actively looking, that's when you're going to catch it.
Right. I'm just flipping through some of these shorts for you guys. But if you see anything interesting, just yell it out. I was like, I'm already looking at this. I might as well show you guys too.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing in this one either. I think
Foliage.
it's this. But I can't tell.
I just don't see anything but flora,
Yeah. Let me go back here.
Just say grass or like bush.
Well, that's the thing is I'm not sure what it is. I just know that it's
I'm just saying, it's like
vegetation.
don't be photosynthesis with us. I can make up words too.
What is it about the plant jokes, Yeah, some of these it's hard to tell what the hell I'm looking at, This stuff I never have gotten behind this stuff. Like, yeah, it looks like a face, but we're programmed to look for faces,
Yeah, that comes naturally.
I'm just saying, like, this is all not real because they're using yellow circles,
Not red ones.
not red ones. It's red ones that are the
Yeah.
right, like, because those happen in nature. Remember?
Right.
Not sure what I'm looking at there. I can't find the one. Hopefully he didn't lose the rights to it because of that show. That would have been tragic because yeah, I think it's the ears we're maybe seeing. I don't know. The only thing, okay, so the one thing that gets me with some of these is that like just last night I had a epic battle on the farm here. There's a family of raccoons. There was a family of raccoons that was trying to eat my chickens and my ducks. And there for a while they were pretty successful in their endeavors. Now, last night I got in kind of late. I think I pulled in here at like 9:30ish, something like that. It was dark out, and I'm like, damn it, the coop is still wide open. I got to go close that up because I don't want raccoons to get in and kill my chickens. Well, I went out there, took my flashlight, I knelt down, and I looked in the coop. All my birds are lined up. My ducks are all nestled up, and everybody, and they see the light and they wake up and they're like, oh, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, just checking on everybody, want to make sure everybody's good. Everybody all right? I'm talking to them, keeping it lively. And I'm looking and I got this one fucking chicken, Goldie. And she's a big, bad bitch, right? She's a plus size chicken. She don't need no man. Okay, she is a bad bitch. Like I'm not even kidding. Like
Is she a silky by chance?
no, she's a
Oh.
Brahma.
Oh,
she's a big bad Brahma mama. Like she's bad, right? And she's sitting there, and man, I swear she's looking like, and I'm sitting there like shining my light at her, like, the hell are you all pissed off about? And she's sitting there just talking and just going to town, and I'm like, is it because I didn't lock you guys up? You know? Well, guess what I did? I shut the door, put my little security measures in. I even have a T-post. I wedge it into the ground and I prop it against the door, so there's just no way nothing's gonna get into them. As a habit, I have a screen part where that's double layered wire where I can look in at everybody on the roost and I can just check. As I'm looking in, there's a fucking raccoon. He's up in the roof of my coop and he's laying there dead still. I mean, like not moving still. Like you'd almost think this thing was dead. And I'm sitting there looking at him and my blood starts to boil. I'm just pissed. I'm like, God damn it. You know, it's barely dark outside and you sons of bitches are already at it. So I'm like, all right, you know what? You stay right there. I got something for you. Anyway, there's some details I'll spare you guys, but let's just say there's no more raccoon. The thing that gets me is how still he was, especially that he knew he was caught. I know he heard me. I know he knew I was there. The thing I accounted for later was that when he expired, he hit the ground. My Brahma chicken jumped on him and started beating the shit out of him. So I started to put two and two together. He got in there. She kicked the shit out of him. He climbed up there to hide from her. He wasn't afraid of me at all. Right? It's how still. So some of the things I see in the Carpenter videos of something sitting there really still, barely moving. I liken that to walking up onto one of these little opportunistic predators, you know, something that's like, oh shit, I don't want to be seen. But again, it goes against the fantasy. The big bad dog man tapping on your window and staring at you with his bright beady red eyes and his long claws and his superiority complex. Just because he's fucking ripped. I'm ripped. And I could get you at any time, but I'm not going to because I need you to go on to Vic's fucking radio show and tell my story.
That took a turn. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I didn't know.
That's
so
what
you're
I'm saying.
saying, are you saying like Dogman's like he just like he wants to just be famous? He wants his 15 minutes of fame?
Dogman is egocentric.
Yeah.
He wants to be famous. He doesn't care what he has to do or who he has to scare. He's not going to kill you because he needs you to go on to Vic's show and tell the story.
That's
So,
true.
if you really think about it, the Dogman is the brains of the operation.
Yeah. He gives you the tools to be your own boss.
It's a marketing strategy that works really well. You know?
Great. I think if he would be consistent, like on YouTube and stuff, like man, he'd make a lot of money.
As long as he keeps consistent and just make sure he posts, like Mondays and Thursday mornings.
Oh, I wish he would change those because that's for us.
Yeah, but I thought you said he was going to be successful and make a lot of money, and you spouted out a formula that so far is not making anybody successful and a lot of money in this call right now.
Well, we don't have any dogmen.
Yeah, we're not dogmen.
That's fair.
Like, yeah. It's just like all these famous people that start podcasts and they get like really like blown up because they're already famous.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they already like remember how you what was it? I made that joke with Rector, our little mascot that we have now, the little stick figure dude, Wendigo.
Yeah.
I was
this guy.
Yeah, that guy. I was like, we need to just take the name away, and this is our name. and you're like this. I think we need because how Prince did it, and
Yeah.
you're like, I think we need to become somebody before we become nobody.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The artist formerly known as Wendigo.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That little guy right there, he's cool, but he's not going to make us famous. It'd be cool if we are famous, and then we could just sign everything by doodling that guy.
Yeah, we just draw him.
Mm-hmm.
There you
I
go.
did do that on the little Polaroid.
You
that
guys
we
signed my
did
baby? Sure.
Just a little Wendigo in the forehead.
Little forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying
I
it's
don't think that's
with the
gonna
Scott
happen.
Carpenter stuff, as he was walking through the woods, there was the video, if you can find it out there. I'm sure somebody has it, stolen by now, but if you could find it, what appears to be a large canine literally like slowly inches out of the shot, like no. And it's very subtle, and when you actually watch, there was a video, I mean, I'm sure it's there, but you actually can watch Scott discover it, and it was a pretty good video because he actually looked like, kind of like when we tell Tyler some like horrible scenario, how he gets that look on his face. It was similar to that, like a,
Yeah. Yeah. The look he gets when we say something a little off color, or something
like
involving arachnids.
Yeah, like it only costs $85 to have a camel spider shipped to a friend.
Yeah, that look.
Yeah. Which surprisingly cheap. I thought it would cost a lot more. And here I was wondering what kind of birthday present I was going to get this guy.
Right.
I'm sorry. Then I'm gonna get the cops called on me because I'm running upstairs grabbing the Mosin and
That's what I was trying to avoid last night.
taking out the Mosin.
I was walking back and forth, and it's sitting there just waiting, dude. And I'm sitting there like, oh God, it's late. This isn't like just walking out and, popping a varmint with a 22 real quick. This is like, boom, 6-foot fireball. You know what I mean? Like, probably like fried all, like at least a few of the chickens in the process.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say coop full of deaf chickens. Which,
all deaf chickens.
Can we just take a moment to think about that for a second? What the sound of deaf chicken cooing would sound like?
Right.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
That's there's your fucking treat for Monday morning.
That's the last thing I need. We have a rooster that shows up at the front door every morning. He's there right now. And he just thinks that he needs to, you watch the old like videos and growing up on farms and stuff, and you see the rooster out on the fence somewhere out there just crowing and letting everybody know at a distance, No, not our rooster. He's like,
your rooster's nearsighted.
Yeah, he's like, he crows once way back there up on the hill. I guess he waits for a couple minutes to see if there's any results of his crowing. Doesn't get the results he needs, so then he comes all the way down here and just stands right in front of the front door. You're just like, oh God, he's already starting. Yeah, he's a good rooster though.
I mean, he's efficient.
Yeah, he's a Somani, so he's nice. I don't know if anybody out there keeps chickens, man. You can't go wrong. Somanis are awesome. He's got fucking spurs like that goddamn long. Wouldn't even dream of fucking hitting you with them. Big old baby. You can pick him up, hold him. He's awesome. Yeah. I don't know, man. This whole thing. Oh, there's the portal video. Oh man, I'll show that one. I hate that it's these circumstances we're showing this stuff. I really hate it. And me and my wife, we sat down and I had her check this video out pretty much frame by frame to see what she thought about it. And the thing that got her was that the whatever that is in the video seems to just kind of hang there. Doesn't really fade, doesn't really do nothing. And the fact that the ambient light around affects it also, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, rest in peace, Scott, man. I really do. I hope he finds all the answers in the next place. He's a great dude. I found something else interesting. You guys ever heard of the Fermi paradox? This is great.
You said Fermi, right?
Fermi. Yeah,
Okay.
Fermi. Fermi.
Not furry.
No.
Okay. Continue.
Nobel Prize winning physicist Enrico Fermi, right?
Suave.
Basically came up with this. It's called the Fermi paradox, and the long form of it is that any civilization with a moderate amount of rocket technology would eventually be able to colonize an entire solar system, perhaps even a galaxy if given enough time, right? But the Fermi paradox also deals with an explanation for the absence of extraterrestrials. It boils down to we're fucking boring. They're not coming to talk to us because we're fucking boring. We're not interesting enough for them. And he basically, that's like I said, that's the short form. That's if I made the theory. Okay. The way he said it's much more elegant. It basically says that a technologically more advanced civilization doesn't have a whole lot to gain from coming down here and being like, "Hey guys, how you doing? You know, we're so and so from 10,000 light years away. We're about 1 million years ahead of you in technology. You guys want to hang out?" Doesn't make much sense. You know, it's like the next time you're at it, get on your phone and give a call to your good old buddy down in the middle of the rainforest in South America and one of the tribes there. See if he wants to come over and hang out and play some Xbox over the weekend.
Well, if I'm being honest, I feel like there's a problem with that, though.
What's that? He doesn't have an Xbox?
No.
He doesn't have a phone.
Well, that's calling them might be an issue. But we know these people exist because we have went there. We have met them. We have studied them,
Yeah.
talked to them, learned their culture and stuff. So we've done exactly that.
Sure.
As long as it's not a tribe that tries to kill you as soon as they see you.
I think the argument is what good for that culture has come from it. What did we affect for them? What did we do for them that benefits them? For us, it's knowledge. We learn about them. We learn more about their origin. All this. That's great. But what does it do for them? Because if we were, say, 10,000 years farther in the future, more advanced and more, more educated, I guess, would we continue to make contact with primitive civilizations, or would we say, hey, you know what, man, this doesn't always work out great for them. We have illnesses, we have diseases that they don't have yet. They don't have immunities to.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Maybe we let them, grow a while.
I retract my statement. That makes sense. Because, I'm thinking of something as us.
Yeah.
Somebody that's much further along than us.
I think that's the essence of the Fermi paradox is that I said it more of a cynical way. We're fucking boring. There's nothing for them to really gain from it.
Right.
All we're gonna want is their technology. And if they're thousands of years ahead of us, dude, there's so much legwork to go into the ramp up to their technology.
Right.
And if they were just like, here, man, here's a little pistol that shoots fucking nuclear bombs. And we're going to be like, fucking sweet. This is badass. This thing shoots nukes. And it's
Right.
only a matter of time before we're setting up, bottles on a fence and we're launching little mini nukes at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's accurate. That kind of gives me a little segue into the article I was reading earlier.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if anybody out there has caught this yet, but old Captain Kirk himself, William Shatner, has weighed in on the idea of.
You have to do it in the voice. Just
I'll see if I. I'm going to do a really, really bad Shatner impression for this one. Yeah. So basically, the way he says it, I wish I would have seen the video of him saying it, so I could have got the cadence right. But let's see here. Where's the line? You mean some highly intelligent being goes 10,000 light years with advanced technology, arrives here and hides? It doesn't make any sense. If they're going to make the journey all the way here and just beggars the imagination, why would they make it like, peekaboo, I'm here? No, I'm not.
Right.
So I apologize to any Kirk fans out there. It was an atrocious.
Oh, no. That was perfect.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So he basically thinks it's ridiculous that they would, be so highly intelligent and so advanced and just do, here I am. No, I'm not. Here I am. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Why would they hide? And I can understand where he's coming from on that. But I can also understand why that makes sense to do that.
Yeah.
Take, for instance, like if you're studying a tribe or a creature or an animal of sorts, and you don't want to disrupt their normal way of acting, your presence alone could change how things go.
Yeah.
Sort of akin to like when they have like baby penguins or baby birds or whatever that they're trying to feed, and they use the puppet like through the wall and it looks like a mama bird.
Yeah.
So I kind of see where that would make sense for them to do that. Albeit I'm not trying to discredit old Shatner by any stretch of imagination, but I also see his point of view is,
I mean, you can discredit Shatner if you want. It's the equivalent of like arguing that medical theories with Dr. House.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
However,
he's not an actual doctor. He just plays one.
Yeah, but however, Hugh Laurie, I highly doubt has ever performed surgery or any medical treatment whatsoever. Shatner, in fact, has been to space.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that is a good point.
Yep.
I think the only downside to the whole thing is that if that is true, if they're trying to minimize their interaction with us, then it doesn't bode very well. It doesn't bode very well for our outlook on the universe itself. Because if they're minimalizing contact, then it's safe to say that there isn't a whole lot of life out there, a whole lot of intelligent life.
That's kind of a scary thought.
If they just showed up and they were like, "What's up, dudes? We got flying saucers, man. You guys want to hang?" You could be like, "Dude, there's probably a bunch of people out there. That's cool." They're not too worried. But if they're more worried, like, "Hey, look, we need to back off and let them evolve, let them grow," that's kind of scary because that's more of a conservationist approach.
It's also, it could be that we are so far behind.
Yeah.
That if we're that far behind that they're concerned with their mere presence altering our evolution, that's fucking scary to think about.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. It's frightening because it's like, damn, if they're literally coming here and they're looking around, but they're not making any contact, and the one thing in it, the plot hole, I think, is that technically they have made contact. We're seeing them, and we're talking about them. So at some point, somebody has to have a theory out there that the aliens visiting are dipshits. I'm saying, you know what I mean? Being fair, you
Well-
got to entertain this. What if
Damn it.
they're a bunch of like technologically advanced idiots? Like they got into cell phones and tablets, and they just advanced like crazy, but they have
Damn
no
it.
common sense.
Damn it, Philip! We told you to turn the lights off.
Yeah, and they're showing up and they're flying around like, dude, look, they got jets. Look, they're flying after us. Wow, that's cool. Woo! They're high fiving.
What if they're like the sub that imploded? What if these are billionaires from other planets that are
There you
on
go.
their like 6 billion whatever form of currency they have ride through space?
I'm just saying I trust it more than the sub. Just saying.
Yeah,
I mean, if they're doing interstellar travel, yeah, sure, yeah.
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, though, if you think about it, like, I mean, the vacuum of space is kind of the opposite of atmospheric pressure.
This is
But
true.
a lot of things could go
Yeah.
wrong, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
a pinhole
just-
could suck you out of it.
Yeah.
You just need a craft that's able to hold however many atmospheres of pressure that you live with. For us, it's just the one.
Yeah.
I'm just
But-
saying, it's like, we
But
got to
what I
entertain the possibility that they might be dipshits.
I get where you're coming from on that, but I would have to say is most like if they're here studying us, whatever they may be doing,
Yeah.
you got to think that they're like, okay, these guys, they really, as long as we don't get caught or any of that's, they're just going to be bickering about it. And that's
Yeah.
all we've done because we really don't know what's going on. Hold on. Sorry.
Bless you.
But yeah, like as long as it's like we're good. Like we don't need to. It's like if you get seen or
Yeah.
anything, it doesn't matter. Like because
You know what
Just
I think we
like-
should do?
like because like you got to think about like anybody that goes out to research a species or anything. Eventually, they'll get like seen every once in a while. That means like, oh, okay, today's research was kind of a bust. We got cited. They're gone now. We're gonna come back on another time. It's like
What
so.
if some of the abduction ones? What if that's like their Steve Irwin?
All right.
And he's
He
coming
gives
in.
you
And he's like, boy, crikey, I'm gonna abduct one of these blokes. And he like whoop up into the ship, and he's like jumps on your back, and he's like, I got him. Now we're gonna study him and set him free. You know what I mean? And you're like, ah, ah. It's got an Australian accent. I think it's like Steve Irwin, but not. Steve Irwin was a beautiful man. You know?
I don't understand why he's dressed like Steve Irwin too.
Yeah. And he sets you free, and he's like, that was great.
Did you see the look on his eyes? In his eyes, he's like, "Don't muck with me, or I'm gonna bite you."
Yeah. And you
I
gotta
love
think,
that. I love
I mean, the
when Diddy does that.
possibilities, though. Don't muck with me, or I'm going to bite you. He's probably getting on Facebook right now to write a nasty thing about me. You know, I'm just saying, like, there could be. We got to entertain all of the possibilities, no matter how crazy batshit they are. Here's one for you that a lot of people aren't going to like. What if Bigfoot is stupid as hell? You have to entertain this. We go, why does he build structures? Why does he bluff charge? Why does he like throw rocks at people? What if he's dumb? What if he's just entertaining himself?
Wait, are you equating him to like Ernest T. Bass from the Andy Griffith Show, where he's always throwing bricks through windows?
Maybe. You know, I don't know. What if he's out there and he's like scratching his butt and he's like, I'm going to go throw a rock at somebody.
I mean, honestly, we can't disprove that Bigfoot's a moron.
That's what I'm saying.
I've always said I've said this. We actually have a show that's called "Is Bigfoot an Asshole?"
This is true, and it got really good clicks.
I'm just saying, like we can't rule that out. He either could be dumb, smart, an asshole.
What
That is
if?
smart. Like,
I mean, I think we just got our title for this show. What if Bigfoot's a moron? I mean, I've seen the structures that people say that he built. It's not very good.
Yeah.
It looks like the debris pile, like what you're done building. You
Yeah.
look over and that's the pile of shit you got to throw away.
It
You know?
almost looks
all
like it's just stacked up wood in a tree sometimes.
I just
I
keep
don't know.
thinking the guy that said construction's like, this dude, this is not up to code. This is not up to code. What the fuck are we doing here? You're
Yeah.
supposed to be an intelligent creature. Where is the structure? Like, there's like, this will like, watch this. And he stands on top of it and he falls down. It's like, this is bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah.
This is not what I expected from a intelligent creature.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, there's this
Where's your
big
foundation?
thing, like it's almost like a rule set that goes with this whole thing where it's like every single cryptid is this fascinating creature, superior to mankind, superior in all different ways. It outshines us, and it's stronger than us and faster than us, and it's able to do these things we can't comprehend, and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's great, but what if it's the opposite? What if we're out there looking for this crazy smart creature and it's the dumb one? We're not looking for that. We're not looking for those things. What if you're sitting there banging on a tree and he's up in the tree giggling? He's up there like holding the tree like
So what if like the tree knocks like this? I just had this visual here. So like let's just assume Bigfoot's a giant moron, right?
Yeah.
And the tree knocks aren't actually tree knocks. It's just him running through the woods and running head first in the trees.
hitting the trees. Yeah. Yeah, it's just
I'm still just dying over Denny's description, like him holding onto a tree, and I don't know how he let go.
Yeah,
And
he was
still, yeah,
yeah. Well, his legs are
yeah. I
holding
was about
too,
to say that. Yeah, his legs around it. Like,
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like at that point,
He's up there just swinging his feet.
yeah.
at that point, we're like, dude, Bigfoot's a moron. Except for he's been evading us for like 80 years. So
Well,
who's the
I mean,
moron?
Maybe he's a lucky moron. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they say
Well-
God loves fools and drunks, right?
right.
So, and what if the aliens? What if the aliens are dumb? We don't know.
Yeah.
We have
Like,
no idea.
They could be so far advanced that the stuff we're seeing is they're teenagers on joyrides.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember what was the Explorers with Ethan Hawke? Yeah, that was what happened, and that's exactly the movie. I'm sorry, I feel like I've never seen it. Well, that was